Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This is some form of a Christmas DIY because we are making some DIY Christmas gifts. These gifts are actually gifts that somebody would love to get them. I am making them for my family members, but I wouldn't be surprised if I don't take them all to myself because I love the way they turned out. So for this first one, I had picked up this t-shirt at Michael's for $4.99. It was, I think, 40% off. And then I had used my Cricut and cut out some words and images on the heat transfer vinyl. And I'm just trying to weed it out. And in case if you've never done this and you want to try it, make sure that you place the shiniest side of your vinyl onto the mat so that way your flat part is showing up, so your dull side of the vinyl is up and the shiniest side is down. And also do not forget to turn your mirroring on so that way the image is printed the other way, so when you flip it over it is the right way. Now I am slowly getting better on doing this, but I feel like whenever I have to weed things out and transfer, I feel like I look so awkward doing it. It just doesn't look natural, but I am slowly learning while practicing and getting it right. I'm just trying to pick up all these little tiny pieces that I was trying to weed off because these are supposed to be like little sprinkles of salt on the pretzel, and they were really hard to come off, and I could not find my tweezers to pick them up. So I just cut off a little piece of the sticky side and used the sticky side of the transfer tape to take them off, and it worked somewhat. So once I was done weeding everything out, I transferred it over to the t-shirt, and you just want to make sure that you are the right amount of spacing from each side. So I used a ruler just to make sure, and I was a little bit off, so I adjusted it, and that way it it's more centered. There's also dimensions online that you can tell you for the size of the shirt what size of the image should be, so that way you're well proportioned on your t-shirt. So once I was in a position that I liked, I just put this old rag on top and I turned my Cricut on at 300, and I did about, I would say, 90 seconds. I felt like the stuff just wasn't sticking as good as it should. So, but I did manage to get it done, but I had to do it 3 times at 30 seconds. I would also like to mention that this video is part of a hop, so there will be the next person in line for you to hop on over and in the description box, and it is hosted by Jamie from Simple Roots, Simple Living, as well as Sandra from the Schwoman's Nest. So make sure you check out both of their channels, which will be linked in the description box, and also the link to the next person in the hop will be in the description box as well. And then she will have the next person in line, and so on and so forth, and eventually you'll be back to me. And we are all making homemade Christmas gifts. So what do you guys think? I just love the way this shirt worked out. I think I know exactly who to give to in my family, and I hope they like it as much as I do. And I just want to mention that the quality of this shirt was amazing. I was just thinking about going back and just getting plain t-shirts to wear around the house, because for $4.99 you can't go wrong. For my next project, I used my Cricut machine again, and I had cut out the image and the words on my Cricut machine, and I used the permanent vinyl to do that. Now, any images that I got for free, I will link them in the description box. I did purchase the castle one just because I could not, all the free ones were not working, so I can link the Etsy shop that I got the image from. And then I actually just added the words to the bottom of it in the Cricut Access. So I'm just weeding it out, and then I'm going to use my dollar store shelf liner to transfer it on to the water bottle. And this water bottle was as well $5 at Michael's, so really inexpensive, and it's a decent size as well. If you are stopping by from the hop, welcome. My name is Sonja, and this is my DIY channel. I do tons of seasonal DIYs as well as some furniture upcycling and trash to treasure makeovers. So make sure your notification bell is on if you subscribe, so that way you don't miss out any of my future uploads. So I had just measured to see how it would look on the water bottle. I did have a feeling that the fireworks weren't going to quite fit, so I had come up with a plan how I'm going to still include them. So now it's time to transfer this, and you gotta press real hard that transfer tape so things actually transfer. So now that I had taken it off, I am just going to cut out the fireworks and cut them into each individually, which I will do in a minute. So that way I can position them around the castle so they look good and they fit nicely. And once I take off the image, which sometimes I just struggle with this, and no matter whether I use a Cricut transfer tape or the shelf liner, I just struggle with it. I think I don't press hard enough, and that's why. And sometimes when you are dealing with thinner pieces, I do find that it's a little bit harder, and I was just having some issues with the lettering because the other one came right off. So now to transfer it, you just put it on, position it where you want it. I would start from the bottom to the top. I knew that it was gonna fit right on there. And then I just pressed it with my hands, and I did use the little pressing tool, but I found that my hand was enough, especially when I was transferring on the little fireworks. So the reason why I'm making Christmas gifts, we do love Disney quite a bit. Me probably the most out of my family, and I have been missing it quite a bit as well. And I thought if we have a trip planned for December, and if it does happen, these gifts will come in handy for two of them anyways, for the vacation. We can totally take these with us. So once I cut these fireworks out, I'm going to do the same process for transferring them onto the water bottle as I did the castle. So once all the fireworks were on, I used this dishwasher safe Mod Podge and went over the whole image just as an extra protection from it peeling off. It is permanent vinyl, but when you put water to anything, it can make it fall apart. So this is just an extra sealant on top of it. And let me tell you, I absolutely love the way this water bottle turned out. And like I mentioned, it is a decent size, and I might just keep this one for myself. And for the last project, I had printed out these images and on Hippo water slide paper. Then I sprayed them, the water slide paper, with some sealant. And then once that was done, I cut the images out and I added some water, some cold, and boiled water into here so I can transfer the images on. So I'm starting up with this one first and letting this soak for about 60 seconds. If you have never used Hippo water slide paper, I have a full tutorial on there on my channel. I will link it at the end of this video so you can check it out. And I also have a link for you to get some for yourself if that is something that you would like to try. This is a fun project, crafting material to try. It does take time for me, anyways. It did, practice makes perfect, and it's slowly getting much better. I am not getting too many wrinkles or too many bubbles, but it is a great way to kind of almost like sublimation. But a lot cheaper because the water slide paper is not that expensive, but you do need a inkjet printer to do so. So I'm transferring this image on, and then I will transfer the other one on to the other side of the mug. So both sides will have something from the Nightmare Before Christmas, because it is very one of my favorites to decorate with or to have a coffee at. So the second image I did let soak for a little bit longer than 60 seconds because I was actually had my timer on, and that seemed to help it slide on a little bit easier. And you want to make sure that your mug or any surface that you're applying this on is wet, and this will make things slide a lot smoother. I just love the way this turned out. I think it's going to be great for that right person in my family that loves this as much as I do. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to check out Jamie's and Sandra's channel, as well as the link to the next person to hop on over to. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!